to my channel. Now just in case you don't know who I am, I'm Katie, but you can also call me Dinky. This is another video in my mini-series of serial killers, and in today's video I'm going to be focusing on Elizabeth Wettlaufer, and she was in Canada, and it's a more recent case, and I hope you enjoy learning about her. Don't forget, if you're not interested in learning about serial killers, then please go and watch any of my previous videos instead and enjoy them. But if not, stick around and I'll tell you all about Elizabeth Wettlaufer. Elizabeth Wettlaufer was born Elizabeth Parker, and she was born on the 10th of June 1967 to parents Doug and Hazel Parker. She and her brother were raised in Woodstock, Ontario. She was known as Beth Parker at high school, where she was a part of the band and the choir. In her school yearbook, she had written that she'd hoped to study drama at university. Wettlaufer earned a degree in religious education at London Baptist Bible College, later renamed Heritage Baptist College. She later studied nursing for 3 years at Conestoga College in Kitchener, Ontario, and became a registered nurse in 1995. In October 1997, she met Daniel Wettlaufer at church, and they married, and he was a long-haul truck driver, and together they lived in Woodstock, and they had no children. The couple separated in January 2007, formally divorced in 2008. Beth later said that the end of her marriage caused her stress and anger, and that played a large role in her decision to start killing people. She was very frustrated with dealing with dementia patients who were difficult to control, physically abusive and despondent. Then Beth entered same-sex relationships. Now, Beth had struggled with her sexuality, especially as her parents were strict religious people who were very controlling, and she had even agreed to take part in conversion therapy, from what I've read about it. So you can see there was a bit of a struggle going on. Then she later told neighbours that she found God. I was no longer interested in women. Wettlaufer had alcohol and opiate addictions and went to rehab several times. Staff at the Centre for Addiction and Mental Health, which is CAM in Toronto, there they diagnosed her with border personality disorder, antisocial adult behaviour, major depressive disorder. Wettlaufer had confessed to stealing medication from a safe that was used for storing medication that belonged to dead patients, but she said that she was sober when she committed the murders. Intoxication is not a defence to criminal charges in Canadian law. It can be a determining factor if a murder was planned or deliberate. In Wettlaufer's case, a claim of intoxication may have resulted in conviction of lower degrees of murder. Elizabeth Wettlaufer liked to write poetry, and she posted them online, and she used the pen name Betty Weston, and I'm going to put up one of her poems on the screen right now. Her poetry was often dark. Several pieces described killing, while others delved into her love life, her job and personal struggles. Beth started working at the Crescent Care nursing home in Woodstock in June 2007. She began killing patients a couple of months later. She usually worked the night shift and was mainly responsible for administrating the medication. She murdered 7 of her victims here. Wettlaufer killed her patients by using insulin, which is a medication for diabetes that lowers blood sugars. It can cause coma or death when too much is administered. They're difficult to detect, so the families of the victims were originally believed that the patient had died of natural causes. Now I'm going to show you a clip of how she described what she felt when she was killing or when she killed her patients.
Never been arrested for anything.
Well, like I said, you're not under arrest
Oh, I
right now,
know.
but it is a very significant investigation, you're right.
I understand. The different times that I have caused people's deaths or caused them discomfort through the insulin, I believe it was the influence of that voice or whatever it was. It wasn't a voice in my head, it was a voice in here. And when I would do it, afterwards I would hear like a laughter in my chest. Because part of me had started to believe that it was the devil. And part of me thought it might be God as a purpose through my life.
Between 25th of June and 31st December 2007, Wettlaufer injected sisters Clotilda and Adriano Albino de Medeiros with insulin. These two Crescent patients were her first victims. The doses were not fatal, and the police did not attribute their deaths to Beth. Adriano died in 2008, and De Medeiros died in 2010. In January 2017, the police charged Wettlaufer with 2 charges of aggravated assault for the injections. Wettlaufer committed the first murder on the 11th of August 2007 at Crescent Care Nursing Home. She gave 84-year-old James Silcox enough insulin to kill him. From December 2007 to March 2014, Wettlaufer also killed Crescent residents Maurice Granat, 84, Gladys Millard, 87, Helen Matheson, 95, Mary Suwerinski, 96, Helen Young, 90, Maureen Pickering, 79. Years after murdering Pickering, Wettlaufer was fired from Crescent for making a series of medication errors, including giving insulin to one patient that was prescribed for another. She had been suspended by Crescent several times before she was finally fired from there. After Crescent, she moved between several places until she left nursing in 2016. Her final murder victim was 75-year-old Arpad Horvath, whom she killed in August 2014. Horvath was a married father of 2, living at the Meadow Park facility in London, Ontario. Police charged Wettlaufer with attempted murder for her unsuccessful attempts to kill Crescent residents Michael Priddle and Wayne Hedges from 2008 to 2009. Wettlaufer's other attempted murder charges stem from insulin injections she gave to 77-year-old Sandra Towler in September 2015 and 68-year-old Beverly Bertram in August 2016. Towler was living in Telford Place Retirement Home in Paris, Ontario. Bertram was at a private residence in Ingersoll, Ontario, and was the only victim still alive when the serial killer was sentenced. A former boyfriend, a student nurse working at Crescent, a pastor and his wife, a lawyer and an ex-girlfriend, all of whom Wettlaufer confessed her crimes to before they came to light in 2016. No one reported her to the police. After some telling her the reporter if they found out she killed again, whilst others dismissed her claims. The investigation into Beth's crimes were sparked by yet another confession from the serial killer herself. Wettlaufer checked herself into rehab at CAM 16th of September 2016, almost 2 weeks after one of her employees reassigned her to administer insulin to children with diabetes at a school in Ingersoll. She later said that she feared she wouldn't be able to resist hurting them, so she quit her job. Soon after she was admitted to CAM, she started confessing to staff, who first informed Toronto Police. The College of Nurses Ontario, the professionals The profession's provincial regulatory body were also informed. Toronto Police first interviewed Wettlaufer on the 29th of September 2016. The next day, she resigned her nursing status with the College of Nursing. Wettlaufer was arrested on 24th of October 2016, aged 49. The public was shocked and horrified by the killings after Worcester Police released details the next day. On 1st of June 2017, Wettlaufer pleaded guilty to all 14 charges against her. There is no trial as she pleaded guilty. The court had a sentencing hearing on the 26th of June 2017, giving victims and their loved ones the chance to read their impact statements out loud in court. Most described grief, depression, guilt. Wettlaufer apologised in court that day, flatly telling those that assembled that she was truly sorry. Wettlaufer was sentenced to life in prison. There would be no chance of parole for 25 years. The judge could have sentenced her to 8 consecutive terms, totaling 200 years, but he recognised that the public would likely never have found out her crimes if she had not confessed. Beth remained expressionless throughout. She'll be eligible to apply for parole in 2041. Is it likely to get it according to the judge? What questions do you have about Wettlaufer? I hope you've enjoyed watching this video, and if you did, don't forget to click on the big thumbs up and share, because I'm sure there'll be more of you out there who would like to see this video. And this video will be going into the playlist called Mini Series. And don't forget to subscribe if you're new to my channel, and click on the notification bell so you don't miss a single video in the future. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!